That's wonderful, respected friends, to see you every day here for the study of Upanishad and all other six activities. All of these are our initiations, efforts, practices, sadhanas, offerings to the divinity. May the Parabrahma Ishvara Jaganmata Devata Gana Guru Gana Shastra Gana shower their grace on us always. May the whole world around be cooperative to us. In this, our goal of consciously developing our Vyaktitva should happen, and the goal of which that we become an asset to world and also we unfold our inner self. All of them must be achieved. Vedaparayanam, Dhyana Puraka Mantrocharanam, common sense thought, Shanti mantras, Guru Parampara mantras, Sankalpaha, Upanishad mantra, Ucharana, Adhyanam of the Upanishad mantras with Sri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. These are the seven sacred sadhanas we are doing as our offerings. Upanishad is Shwethashwathara. Now be ready today to start studying the 18th mantra, in which the need and technique of Sharanagati is so beautifully brought in the Advaita Tattva teaching Upanishad also. Sharanam Aham Prapadye is the mantra. So with Bhashyam today, tomorrow, we'll try to understand it. Right, friends? Let us start without any delay. Our first activity of Vedic chanting. From the Atharvana Veda, we are learning various suktas of praises to various devatas, ahutis offered to them, upasanas done to them, requesting them to see that we are intact in our lives, external and internal. So many things. So yesterday we saw the Choranashana Sooktam, the other day the Shatrunashana Sooktam, the other day the Vijaya Prapti, other day Medha Prapti. You know, how many of them are there thanks to our Shastras. Today we will be learning one Sooktam which is specially aimed at the stopping of the Raktasrava, blood oozing, you know, because blood is so important, blood is the life. Its impurification or its uncontrolled flow, all of that leads to catastrophe, isn't it? Therefore, when there is a wound, that time also there should be quickly the clotting of the blood should happen. Even otherwise also, sometimes because of the heat, नाक में से खून कान में से खून आ जाता है. Even the sputum, the खून happens. In various ways that happens, which says that there is a lot of impurity, abnormality in the physiological happenings. So directly telling about the stopping of the unnecessary flow of the raktam, indirectly said that along with the blood flow, all physiological functions should happen well, so that I am healthy, so much healthy that I don't even remember that I have Sharira. Only when there are diseases that we are aware of Sharira. Otherwise, we are not aware. In such a way that I am able to focus on my outer and inner goals. So the Rakta Srava uh, Nirodhanartha, just to block that unnecessary oozing away, flowing of the blood. In that, all things, enigmatic, some of them are Raktahinata, it is called. Some have blood, but in that the hemoglobin content is less. Sometimes the blood flow is too much, to the heart, and that pressure happens. Sometimes the blood gets clotted, so that's not able to supply the energy. How many physiological things depend on the blood flow? The whole thing is in Rakta only. That's why this mantra becomes so special. All these mantras are going to help us only. So every of these mantras we master and then first use for ourselves, thereafter to others also. 24 hours, if we are able to do Aham Brahmasmi, remember, none of these are required. Whenever we are not able to do, it is because of some or the other problems or weaknesses. So, sorting out them and going back to the Aham Brahmasmi Abhyasa. To sort out them, along with our intelligence, with the medical opinions and practices, see this divine grace also. Dawa Dua Dimak. One day we will study that. So, in this Raktasrava Nirodha mantra, Brahma himself is the Rishi, Devatas are the Devis, Yoshitas, and Dhamanis. Then, this is mainly used for when there is a blood clotting, blood oozing because of wounds. When there is no clotting, then when the Rakta goes away, person collapses there and then. To stop that and all the impurities, the impurity of the blood also leads to so many physiological problems. To avoid that, this mantra, four mantras only. Okay. Mhm. So the first mantra says this dhamanis, the arteries and veins, may they be fully alert, aware to see that the blood is not circulating within the body, but it is going out of the body through that channel of the wound. May at that channel these arteries become aware to themselves get clotted so that they won't go out. This is the mantra one. Second, the blood vessels in the upper portion of the body, in the lower portion of the body, in the central portion of the body, all of them should flow well, not less, not excessive, so that every functioning of the body is happening so well that we are not feeling anything diseased. We are fully at ease, isn't it? With the flow of the blood normal, proper, all other functions of the Sharira also, when they are well, it is such a joy to have a healthy Sharira. Same way, the hundreds of the arteries connected to the heart, taking the blood there, uh, again should properly function. Then, along with the blood vessels, any other functions that are there, every other functions, they may be in well coordination with each other. Okay. So too, so many nadis are there in the Sharira. All of them are doing their own work. The Rakta nadis are there, the Mutra nadis are there, the Brahad nadis are there. Each one have their own work. May every one of them work perfectly individually in coordination with others. See, if this Rishi got this mantra means how much deeply, consciously meditative he became to become aware of his inner Sharira without any endoscopes or TV screens outside. But he just focused his awareness into his own body, onto his own body. Everything that's happening, he became aware. And in that also, whatever that is abnormal, especially the Rakta Sambandhi, he has become aware. And he also knows all this set right by the seated Sukshma Adhisthana Devatas. For whatever the reasons, they are not functioning well. हमने उनको नाराज किया होगा, उनको नमस्कार नहीं किया होगा, or we ourselves were doing something wrong physiologically, even in taking the food. Therefore, these functions are not happening well. It is observed. No, they are requested. O Devatas, please forgive me. See to that all these functions happen so well. So that no problem, isn't it? And it is not at all new. Thousands of examples in the world we can see. When the traffic department properly functions and controls the traffic flow is so smooth. The traffic can be of the flights traffic in the airport, the train traffic in the railway station, the other vehicular traffic within the on the roads, isn't it? When somebody is controlling, everything is beautiful. Same way in an office, when that boss is properly controlling the functionings of everyone and through them that of the company goes so smoothly. In a family too, it is the head of the family when he fully becomes aware and takes care of every aspect and gets the works done by everyone. That family is so good. So to in a nation, the head of the nation continuously monitoring the situations. When he takes timely actions, decisions, then the nation always is smooth, isn't it? Even in the planetary system, in the solar system, in the system of all galaxies next to each other, Milky Ways next to each other, there is always a coordination. Somebody is monitoring. Here also within us, at the micro subjective level, gross level also. Everything should be well. Then we can even think about at a higher level, beyond the blood level related to the body. We can talk about the prana level also. In this mantra only, we can include that prayer. Let the entire prana, prayana in our sharira also should happen well so that prana sambandhi weaknesses are not there. Sharira sambandhi weaknesses because of the rakta flowing improperly, uncontrollably, isn't it? Indisciplined way. So to the prana. Go to little higher level, which is so very important. At the mind level, let all my functions of the mana buddhi chitta ahankara be so fully well streamlined, controlled, coordinated between them that any moment of my presence is a beautiful use to the world and I am enjoying that type of life. Same mana buddhi chitta ahankara when turned towards spirituality, all of them should function so systematically, rhythmically, that the spiritual unfoldment is happening so soon, effortlessly. That way you can extend these mantras. Rakta Prasarana Devata, we asked. So to Prana Devata, so to Mana Devata. Okay, this is how the four mantras. Let us chant. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणम् अथर्वणवेदान्तर्गतां रक्तप्रसरणनियन्त्रणसूक्तम् ॐ अमूर्यायन्ति योषितो ॐ अमूर्यायन्ति योषितो हिरालोहितवाससः हिरालोहितवाससः अभ्रातर इव जामयः अभ्रातर इव जामयः तिष्ठन्तु हतवर्चसः तिष्ठन्तु हतवर्चसः ॐ अमूर्यायन्ति योषितो हिरालोहितवाससः अभ्रातर इव जामयः तिष्ठन्तु हतवर्चसः ॐ अमूर्यायन्ति योषितो हिरालोहितवाससः अभ्रातर इव जामयः तिष्ठन्तु हतवर्चसः सेकण्ड् तिष्ठा परे तिष्ठावरे तिष्ठवर परे तिष्ठावरे तिष्ठपर उतत्वं तिष्ठ मध्यमे उतत्वं तिष्ठ मध्यमे कनिष्ठिका च तिष्ठति कनिष्ठिका च तिष्ठति तिष्ठादिद्धमनिर्मही तिष्ठादिद्धमनिर्मही टुगेदर तिष्ठावरे तिष्ठपर उतत्वं तिष्ठ मध्यमे कनिष्ठिका च तिष्ठति तिष्ठादिद्धमनिर्मही अगेन तिष्ठावरे तिष्ठपर उतत्वं तिष्ठ मध्यमे कनिष्ठिका च तिष्ठति तिष्ठादिद्धमनिर्महे थर्ड शतस्य दमनीनां सहस्रस्य हिराणाम् अस्तुरिन्मध्यमा इमाः अस्तुरिन्मध्यमा इमाः साकमन्ता अरंसत शतस्य धमनीनां सहस्रस्य हिराणाम् अस्तुरिन्मध्यमा इमाः साकमन्ता अरंसत अगेन शतस्य दमनीनां सहस्रस्य हिराणाम् अस्तुरिन्मध्यमा इमाः साकमन्ता अरंसत लास्ट परिवहसिकतावते धनोर्बृहत्यक्रमेत् तिष्ठते लयता सुखम् ॐ परिवहसिकतावते धनोर्बृहत्यक्रमेत् तिष्ठते लयता सुखम् परिवहसिकतावते धनोर्बृहत्यक्रमेत् तिष्ठते लयता सुखम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 टुगेदर ट्वाइस ॐ अमूर्यायन्ति योषितो हिरालोहितवाससः अभ्रातर इव जामयस्तिष्ठन्तु हतवर्चसः तिष्ठा परे तिष्ठवर उतत्वं तिष्ठ मध्यमे कनिष्ठिका च तिष्ठति तिष्ठादिद्धमनिर्महे शतस्य दमनीनां सहस्रस्य हिराणाम् अस्तुरिन्मध्यमा इमाः साकमन्ता अरंसत परिवहसिकतावती धनोर्बृहत्यक्रमेत् तिष्ठते लयता सुखम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 अगेन ॐ अमूर्यायन्ति योषितो हिरालोहितवाससः अभ्रातर इव जामयस्तिष्ठन्तु हतवर्चसः तिष्ठावरे तिष्ठपर उतत्वं तिष्ठ मध्यमे कनिष्ठिका च तिष्ठति तिष्ठादिद्धमनिर्महे मही शतस्य दमनीनां सहस्रस्य हिराणाम् अस्तुरिन्मध्यमा इमाः साकमन्ता हरं सदा परिवहसिकतावती धनुर्बृहत्यक्रमेद तिष्ठते लयता सुखम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 wonderful isn't it now let us chant our second thing after Vedic chanting dhyana purvaka mantrocharana from today for next 6 days daily 2 of the Gayatri mantras related to Krishna Vasudeva. Dwadasha Jyotirlingas we will chant. Isn't it? So it is Sakshat Parabrahma. He alone is Parameshwara. He alone has expressed as these Dwadasha Jyotirlingas and all the Shivalayas. It is his prerana only to appear, come, stationarize in the form of these temples for the bhaktas with maturity and faith to worship so that they can get the blessings from the Lord for the outer and inner lives. With a little of the thinking and purity of the heart, all these things can be understood and accepted and made use of. So, the Dwadasha Jyotirlingas have plenty of stories to convey. Bhagavan Shiva's Shakti, which has entered into the earth for some reason, has manifested back again from the earth by itself at 12 places. They are called the 12 signs or symbols of the presence of the Lord. The sign and symbol in Sanskrit is called as lingam. Lingam is chihna. Linga also means liyate, gamyate, asmin, sacharacharam iti. That from where the entire sacharachara comes, into which the entire sacharachara goes, that is the actual meaning of lim and gam. Lingam. Jyotirlingam is the Jyotirlinga, the pure consciousness there. So for a gross ones, when they go to temple, that idol alone is the Paramatma. But for the ones who have understood the subject, that Paramatma Murti in the form of Jyotirlinga is definitely Paramatma, no doubt, but to bring our attention to that which that Linga symbolizes, that is Jyoti. So up to 500 meters from the main Linga, this Jyoti will be more conspicuously felt. And always remember it only for those who tune with Ekagrata, Bhakti, Shraddha, mastered through the various upasanas, bhajana, kirtana, etc. for a long time. Understood? Those who for a long time through the Shodashopachara pujas, bhajana, kirtanas have mastered ekagrata, shraddha, bhakti of their antakarana on the Lord. To such people only, in that Jyotirlinga Kshetra, within that 500 meters, they can feel the Jyoti Anubhuti, the experience of the consciousness, which is manifesting in the form of the so many gross things of the world with his own Maya Shakti. So that ability to catch that substratum consciousness, supporting all, is called Jyotirlinga Darshana. Let us realize these subtler things, and then whenever we visit, let us visit in this attitude. Right? And there, the consciousness is there beyond all manifestations, and that same consciousness expressing as that linga, ready to listen to all our prayers, receive our pujas, and also listen and bless our requirements or requests or desires. And for you and I, any of the Devata Mandira, any upasanas we do, what we ask is only the prachodanam towards the Paramatma Prapti. Isn't it? There's no second thought. Point one. Two, 12 of these beautiful Jyotirlingas that are there. Other than that, many other two are there equally powerful. In the Prabhasa Kshetra itself, as we studied in Skanda Purana, 3.5 crores of Shivalingas are there. All are Shiva Swarup. So too, in the Narmada river, right from its Udgamasthana Amarakantak up to its merger in the ocean, every pebble stone is Shiva Swarupa, they say. Like in the Gandaki river too, every pebble stone is nothing but Salagrama Sakshat Vishnu Rupa. Now these are all doubtless for the Vedantin, because for him everything is Sachidanand. Isn't it? So from today, 6 days, beautifully, the 12 Jyotirlinga Gayatri mantras we will learn and chant here 12 times, remaining 96 times minimum, making it 108 is our duty at home of the class. Right? And in and through these chantings, develop ekagrata, develop shraddha bhakti, develop sharanagati. All these have to be done every time. Karte 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 hota hai wo. Now we'll chant the 12 Jyotirlinga Stotram, and then today first two Jyotirlinga mantras we learn. And mantra is Om Saurashtre Somanatham Cha Shri Shaile Mallikarjunam Ujjainyam Mahakalam Omkaramamaleeshwaram Paralyam Vaidyanatham Cha Dhakinyam Bhimashankaram Setubandhe Turamesham Nagesham Darukavane वाराणस्यां तु विश्वेशं त्र्यम्बकं गौतमी तटे हिमालये तु केदारं घृष्णेशं तु शिवालये एतानि ज्योतिर्लिङ्गानि सायं प्रातः पठेन्नरः सप्तजन्मकृतं पापं स्मरणेन विनश्यति. So these are the 12 Jyotirlingas. Right? And before we start our everyday's practice of what? Vidmahe is intellectually we know that it is Sakshat Parabrahma, it is Sakshat Maya Yukta Parameshwara, and he alone in that particular place, appearing in that form to receive the worships and to answer the prayers. For that, all the Karuna he has got, all the Shakti he has got. You know? We have to have the power and compassion to help the needy whoever come in our life. The Lord has got all Shaktis and all Karuna. This I know, and thereby I am here at His feet. He is called as Vidmahe. Such Lord, with all the systematic paddhatis, I have done the Upasana, I have done the Nama Sankirtana, Japa, Bhajana, Stotram, etc. Finally, with all my faculties, I am meditating on him single pointedly is called Dhimahi. Third one, Prachodayat, may that Lord do the prachodana of me, the individual, to walk this path of merging with the Samashti, the Parabrahma Tattva. We want nothing else. Nothing else means nothing else other than it. We understood anything existing and wanting it, getting it, involving in it. All is out of ignorance and delusion. Our Upanishad Shastras have taught us this very clearly. We got it. Therefore, we are no more in any delusion of asking for anything which is unreal, which is projected, which is temporary, which is certainly going to bind me with all limitations. We seek only that which is infinite, which is of the nature of moksha. Therefore, O Lord, do the prachodanam towards the Upanishad Vedya Brahmanubhuti. Any doubt, please? Drop them. That's it. Right. The first one is Om Somanathaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tannah Shambho Prachodayat. Simple. Somanathaya and Mahadevaya. He is there in the Saurashtra. Next one is the Sri Shaila Bhagavan Mallikarjuna. Is this Om Shri Om Mallikarjunaya Vidmahe Shri Shailadhishaya Dhimahi. Again, Tannaha Shambho Prachodayat. Today, the first two Jyotirlingas. Om Somanathaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi. So to Mallikarjunaya Vidmahe Shri Shailadhishaya Dhimai. For both of them, Tannaha Shambho Prachodayat. About the Somanatha Bhagavan's Mahima, in the last Prabhasa Kshetra Mahatmya of Skanda Purana, very exhaustively given. We chanted it for more than 1 month. Okay. Again, in that Skanda Puranam, all Jyotirlingas will come. Their story, their glory. Sri Shailam also. Second one. Okay. Soma Nathaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tannaha Shambho Prachodayat Mallikarjunaya Vidmahe Sri Shaila Adhishaya Dhimahi Tannaha Shambho Prachodayat. Can we do that? Bring the attention, single pointed. If you have seen that huge, beautiful Somanatha Mandir, Garbhagriha, huge size Lord Shiva, next to that ocean, sound is continuously doing the Omkara and Vedadhani, the ocean, and there we are in front of him, doing all the Upasana Puja, meditating on him and asking him to do the Prachodhanam for the Paramatma Prapti. Okay. Om Somanathaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tannah Shambho Prachodayat. Om Somanathaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tannah Shambho Prachodayat. Om Somanathaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi तन्नः शम्भुः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ सोमनाथाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि 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 तन्नः शम्भुः प्रचोदयात्. Second, Om Mallikarjunaya Vidmahe Shri Adhishaya Dhimahi. Again, Tannaha Shambho Prachodayat. So reach through all these ghat road and forests to that the Mallikarjuna Mandira in Sri Shailam. Enter into the Garbhagriha. Remember the old days wherein these many crowds or restrictions are not there. You yourself are reaching there physically with all the river Jala from Krishna, doing the Adbhuta Abhisheka to the Lord with Panchamrita with all the liquids and all the Bhasma, Chandana, Kunkuma, Pushpamalas, everything offered, even the Naivedyam offered, Pulamala and all. Ashtotrams you have done, Dhupadipa Naivedyam you have done, Mangalarati, then Sashtanga Danda Pranama, these mantrocharana and praying, O Lord, do the prachodana. See, this is called the dharana sadhana or the concentration of mind, divinizing the mind, making the mind conscious, merging the mind in consciousness. With that mind, I also merge. So I discover myself to be the pure consciousness beyond all the upadhi yukta individuality. Beautiful it is. ॐ मल्लिकार्जुनाय विद्महे श्रीशैलाधीशाय धीमहि तन्नः शम्भो प्रचोदयात्. ॐ मल्लिकार्जुनाय विद्महे श्रीशैलाधीशाय धीमहि तन्नः शम्भुः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ मल्लिकार्जुनाय विद्महे श्रीशैलाधीशाय धीमहि तन्नः शम्भुः प्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ सौराष्ट्रे प्रभासक्षेत्रे स्थित श्रीसोमनाथाय नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। ॐ श्रीशैलशिखरस्थाय श्री मल्लिकार्जुनस्वामिने नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। Done two of the beautiful Jyotirlingas. Mentally we have visited, we did puja, we did the mantrocharana, and we have done our prarthana. Our work is done. Now the ball is in the Lord's court. He will definitely consider our case and do the needful. Okay. Mhm. Now the third topic of the day, common sense thought. Narayana. Two common sense thoughts today. One is spiritual common sense thought. Second, vyavaharik. Spiritual common sense thought is, as we now made this habit of coming to the class every day, those who are regular, we are talking about them. How many difficulties were there, outer and inner, in the beginning? But somehow you managed your consistency. Now, today, it has become a beautiful, healthy habit to come and sit in the class. That means when we are committed and practice it for some time, all the outer and inner addition obstacles go away. It can become a beautiful habit. Learn from this experience this aspect, then extend it in all the further sadhanas also. So, through the practice, make a habit now of daily studying for half an hour the Upanishad. When you do it, the difficulties will go away, outer and inner, it becomes a habit. So, too, the half an hour of the Manana Chintana, through the practice starting from today, make a habit. When it is habit, it is natural, effortless. Till it becomes habit, we have to struggle hard. At that time, we may have to forego, sacrifice some of the outer and inner comfort zones. But they are all worthy. But once we get habituated, then the outer and inner obstacles, surprisingly, don't stay there. Vichitram it is. In the same way, practice and make a habit of the 20-30 minutes of dhyana. So, manana chintana abhyasa adat, dhyana abhyasa and adat, adhyena abhyasa and adat. Along with maintaining this, don't say, स्वामी जी इसी टाइम पे वर्कअप करना है क्या? ना ना ना, ये टाइम तो इसी के लिए है ना. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate, as said in Gita, 6th chapter. Let us learn this abhyasa. Let us learn from this that if we are committed and we do, we can achieve it. So too, while being in the class, the effort to listen carefully and make a abhyas of the ekagrata and of tuning to the speaker and through him to the subject matter, there and then understanding it. Even this also is a habit formed through abhyas practice. So the first thought is the realization that if we practice, it can become a habit. Once it is an habit, it is effortless, joyful. Coming to the class is a wonderful achievement in this regard. Other things also start doing. A practice and habit of japa, practice and habit of some 5-10 minutes of stotra patanam, 5-10 minutes of bhajana kirtana. What is said in all our shastras by our Guru says, yena kena prakarena haris martavya. By any and every and all means, the Lord is to be remembered. So to keep oneself yourself busy in so many of the Adhyatmika Karyakramas, one after the other, one after the other. In that effort, all our ego, our extrovertedness, the cause of it, our inner vasanas, all of them automatically should get washed away. In the same way, the other habits, some of them of keeping healthy by regulation of diet and exercises, keeping cheerful, again, keeping peaceful and happy in the mind, ये सारे आवश्यक आदतें करने से बनते. Like we have the adat of always miserable, always expecting, always angry, etc., feeling regretted, guilty. These are the things we made as habits. So to the reactions, so to the lazinesses. We made a habit of them. They're all negative. Now make the positive habits. That is the idea today. First, common sense thought, spiritual. Second, common sense thought today. I have to really say in the beginning only that I am not the person to talk on this subject. You are more masters than me. Yet I will share. The second common sense thought today is becoming aware of what's happening in the world and its consequence on on our country and through that country on all of us. Okay. Always become aware of any of the situations and problems. Then first and foremost is don't press the panic button. Second most important is what at me the individual level I can take measures. First of all, to save myself and protect myself. If I have taken those means, measures, and steps to protect myself, one part of the totality is taken care. What best I can do to save myself. That has to be done first of all. Once I have done it, spread that message to others. ये वाला मैंने किया, इससे मैं फायदा हुआ, आप लोग भी करो. Okay. Now, what is the problem, crisis we are facing now, which has not become crisis, not even a problem. It is only in a such a situation level, but because of the people, various types, they make a hype of the things and create such type of unhealthy, unwanted atmosphere. So many things, only two things we talk about. The Gulf War is happening, and its direct consequence on all of us Indians is in the problem of the scarcity of the gas and petrol. Panic button sab dabani lag. So here in common sense thought, few things which clicked to me, which I've already started, may help. First is what? Don't press the panic button. Second is to save skin, my own skin. What I can do at my own level. what I can do at my own level. So that I am, first of all, less affected by that problem or crisis. And in fact, given a time, 108 techniques can be discussed and described to you. I can do that. एक सौ आठ चीजें. No, I'll not do so many. One, two, or three we'll discuss. See how this petrol, gas, or any such crisis problems anytime comes in the world, in our country, when we, the common men or the citizens, start becoming what do you call responsible, intelligent, and do some measures, how those problems can be reduced or their effect is reduced, if not fully warded off. And I'll talk about gas for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, petrol half minute. More than that, no. See the, for example, the gas cylinder problem. The whole world, countries panicked about it. मैं कहता हूँ देखो हंसो मत मेरे को देखकर. Just imagine mornings, जो रात में पानी में भिगोए sprouts हैं. Okay, so many things, no. Just by soaking in the waters, we can eat them. So many sprouts, and when they are eaten, no masalas has added, no cooking side effect is there. So much of the what do you call it? The poshaka padartha, what do you call them? The nutrients ingredients enter into us. So can we make a habit till this crisis goes? To the extent possible, in breakfast we only have the soaked raw sprouts, etc. Think about it. Point one. Point two. The night time also, can we have the cut vegetables and without cooking eatable, sorry, cut fruits and without cooking eatable vegetables? There's so many vegetables like the bhindi and carrot. You need not cook them. You can eat them just like that. And every fruit, you need not cook them. Ab dekho, imagine. If in India, 140 crores of we, 140 crores, Subha or Sham, in this way, we eat these things which are so healthy and hygienic and good for us. And by doing so, 140 crores of us stop consuming the gas cylinder morning and evening. 140 crores of cylinders we save. Problem appears to be so big. But if you think, the solution is so simple. No, I cannot tell 140 crores to do this. They won't listen. I can do it. इन दिस वे 3 टाइम कुकिंग को मैंने एक टाइम बना लिया मानो. सो आई हैव सेव्ड 2/3. नो, isn't it? बोलो, if my cylinder comes to me for 1 month, because of this exercise it will come for 1.5 month. Simple technique. I've already started doing it. Eat the sprouts and live healthily, then save your gas at your home. Think, this is ideal most, we said 140 crores you do that, कोई import करने की जरूरत ही नहीं होगी. And it is not impossible. We can digest. Mind you, no animal cooks the food only. ऐसे खाते रहते. We can also make again our system habituated to that. These are at individual level, controlling ourselves and finding these type of solutions are permanent solutions. Never look for the temporary alternative solutions. Look for the permanent ones. Like instead of gas now, go for the alternative energy. वो भी एक दिन खत्म हो जाएगा. और एक वो भी खत्म हो जाएगा. But this soaking the things in water is eternal thing. You not every day, once in 2 days. जितना करोगे उतना बचत होगा कि नहीं? That's my point. Simple technique. Morning I'll have sprouts and all. Evening I'll have vegetables or the fruits. Daytime चलो cook करूंगा मैं एक बार. 2/3 तो बच गया. It's not an ordinary achievement. Second thing, first point. Second is very interesting. Is what? Ki all the people who have divided on various fronts, especially the family members, and started their own cooking independently. Because of at least this reason, can they join and cook together? Like the one Sasoma and two Bahus are there. The Bahu one cooking herself, Bahu two cooking herself, and Sasoma cooking herself. The consumption ज़्यादा हुआ है कि नहीं? No, without talking and fighting and pulling each other's hair, sharing the works. 2 दिन मैं करूंगी, 2 दिन मैं, 2 दिन 3 दिन आप, ऐसा करके एक ही रसोई कर दिया मानो, isn't it, for the entire family. आजकल घूम फिरा के 8 लोग भी नहीं रहते. Now when together again joint family के टाइम की तरह कुकिंग करो, how much of the gas is saved? देखो, practical it is. और इसमें एक मजेदार बात, if the सास बहू cannot come together, the bahu and her padosi bahu, saas and padosi saas, they can cook together. Any combination. मैं तो कहता हूँ एक मोहल्ले में एक ही गैस का रहे, they all decide menu for a week, cook together, they cook, and that is given to all. So much of consumption is there. In our India, using से ज्यादा wastage बहुत होता है. And that was okay when plentifully things were available. Now when the scarcity is happening, should we not become wise? The smallest thought of wisdom also when practiced, it has lot of things to bless us with. छोटे छोटे आइडिया बड़ा बड़ा मदद करते हैं. Is it not? What we said, is it impractical or what? Wherever it is possible, everywhere everything it cannot be, but जहां भी है, we have to find our own. Isn't it? Neighbors, अच्छे जेलिंग करने वाले neighbors. आप दाल बनाओ, मैं चावल बनाती हूँ, शेयर कर लेते. She also will have to make दाल चावल and you have to make दाल. डबल हो गया कि नहीं? पॉटलक की तरह बना लो, हो जाता है वो. Consumption will be reduced. That I believe the gas problem little bit saved. Third one is what, which I like is cook once and eat for 2 times. Not don't cook 2 times because consumption ज़्यादा होगा. And 6-7 घंटे में खाना कोई खराब होने वाला नहीं है. Your refrigerator and all. Isn't it? वो एक बार कुक कर लो, उसमें भी 10 आइटम की जगह 3-4 कर लो. Isn't it? This is how we have to become intelligent. Because if I misbehave, this effect will be on the whole country. Misbehave means wrongly misuse it. That in turn will fall on me. Isn't it? So too, if I am becoming wise, my contribution will help the world, the country. And the divine is watching. Like I am reducing the consumption of gas, keeping the whole country's need in mind. Paramatma is watching it. He is seeing our attitudes and intentions, nobilities. कल को मेरे एक्सेसिव कंजम्पशन के कारण those who truly genuinely need it, उनको नहीं मिला, so I will be the sinner ना. Think about it. बोलो है कि नहीं? How many things we spoke already. Now the fourth one. You may not like it. This is what our 30-40% gas is consumed because of this tea and coffee, etc. Do we die without consuming them? Imagine in the whole country, करोड़ों chai coffee daily बन रहे. If we stop them, how much gas is saved? Because that's not necessary for the life. Is it? No, it will give me freshness. All that is imagination. No, no, if we stop tea and coffee, then all those thousands and lakhs of workers who are working in the tea coffee field, they will become unemployed. No, in the same field, they will grow something else, which will be otherwise more healthy and useful. ये हमारा वहम है ऐसा. हम आप खाते पीते हो इसलिए वो लोग बना रहे, उगा रहे. आप नहीं करोगे तो बंद हो जाएगा वो. Whatever we consume, they will make that. See, we did not become that way, worried about the non-existing problem. Don't say like that, if I stop smoking, what will happen to thousands of cigarette producing companies and the workers who are working? Are they will go to other job. Alternative will come. Basically, it is wrong. You stop, you don't contribute. In the same way, isn't it? Another one. How many lakhs and crores of people heat the water through the gas cylinders? अब देखो, उसमें भी है. नो नो, आई कैन नॉट टेक कोल्ड बाथ. ठीक है, जितना जो गरम गरम करते हैं ना, उससे आप कोसे पे आ जाओ. Instead of too hot water, come to the warm water level of taking bath. That much gas is saved if it is used through the gas. There are many big jagah through the gas cylinder. The water is heated big some amount. Many people. हम तो total में बात कर रहे हैं, individual में भी बात कर रहे हैं. In this way, when we reduce the wastage, reduce the unwanted consumption, find some little small alternatives, no problem remains. In India, because of the population of 140 crores, even though problem appears to be big, but if the intelligent solution is applied, whole problem is sorted out easily. Solar cooker use karo. I just imagine that the entire gated community on their terrace have put the solar cookers. In 3 hours, for everybody, the food is ready. Isn't it? Oh, तो continuously भगवान सूर्य का तो लाइट आ ही रहा है. Electricity से सस्ता है ना. Electricity will become महंगा. They will be cunning. They will charge more than the electricity department. But solar, only the instrument cost. In this way, smaller than small to bigger than biggest, in how many ways we can reduce the consumption is the solution. Not I maintain the consumption, increase the demand and pay more and suffer and say the government is the cause or the war is the cause. The war is happening at the total level for teaching us these disciplines and make us realize about the requirement of alternatives. These are all Ishvara's Leela to tell us, to teach us that reduce dependency, find your intelligent alternative methods. A wise person understands every crisis at any level in this way. नहीं तो क्या है ना, अब दुखी होगे, डरते रहोगे वगैरह. And in the commercial cylinder, they stopped. Good, they are too big. They are becoming too much commercial. And then we, the stupid fellows, instead of eating at home, falling onto these hotels like anything. So Bhagwan us pe check karna chahte hain. And all this will be temporary. Again, the another thing will come. And nothing wrong, nothing harm in that. Anna, they will find some alternatives. You need not go and eat hotel so much. What will happen to the hotel business? People don't worry. Nothing will get eradicated. Its quantity will get reduced. है कि नहीं. 100 कस्टमर आते थे, 70-50 आएंगे. अब जिंदा चलेगा सब बंदा. Nobody will die. Everybody will be alive. That what I feel when such problems come is Bhagwan is only controlling the excesses. है ना, controlling the unwanted involvements. Because छोटे छोटे पार्ट सिखाया तो हम सुनते नहीं, सीखते नहीं ना. तो भगवान sends the big things so that all of us learn it. Like the corona came, everybody became careful with each other as well as devotional. From the time of corona, every temple started getting more devotees than any time earlier. Oh, continue हो रहा है अभी भी. Understood? Like this, anytime such crisis come, है ना, कि प्याज का दाम बढ़ा है और 1 महीना मत खाओ, everything will fall down. टमाटर का दाम बढ़ गया, अब 1 महीना छोड़ दो. We won't die. And every time for one thing increasing cost, there is other alternate. मरेंगे नहीं हम. In fact, we are all dying without excessive food only last 30 years. Indians are dying because of excessive food, wrong food, junk food, etc. जंक फूड स्टॉप करो, सारा तेल इंपोर्ट की जरूरत कम हो जाए. Like that, we have to find the solutions by reducing our unwanted consumptions. मैं तो कहता हूँ सारा खाना पीना छोड़, एक बार खा लो, बाकी टाइम क्लास में आके बैठो, ध्यान करो. We have nothing to do substantial spiritual. Therefore, the whole time we are free. That's why the mind goes on. Consumptions and eating. For that sake, cooking is required. For that, gas required. Then you import and sell out so much of your Indian money. And now the problem. Never ever get panic. Be wise, intelligent, and practice these things. All of these are practical. If not in everybody's house, at least in few people. Okay, because the need of the hour. Consumption reduction is the only way. In any other ways, we can reduce consumption, like the boiling. अब कम बॉईल करो तो उतना गैस बच जाता है ना. इवन चावल यू भिगाओ फॉर 1 or 2 hours, एक विजन में ही पक जाता है वो. दैट मच गैस इज सेव्ड ओनली. इंस्टेड ऑफ 2 whistles, 1 whistle पे आपने स्टोव बंद कर दी. इन 100 crores of houses, how much gas is saved? Because the chawal is bigod. It may not be practical for everyone, but जिनको practical है कर लो ना. No rule or no discipline is practical for 100%. But also it is not practical to anyone. कुछ लोगों को होता है वो. There are some things like poha is there, even sabudana is there. Even without cooking, soaking में ही आप खा सकते हो उसको. पोहा भिगाया, उसमें मिर्ची नमक डाल दो, खा लो. एक टाइम हो गया ना. आफ्टर ऑल जीना है, जीने के लिए खाना है. खाना कुकिंग करके खा रहे हैं, जरूरत नहीं है एवरी टाइम. Sabudana, you need not cook it at all. Just soak for 6 hours, enough. You just mix the things required. You eat it. हजम हो जाता है वो. In that way, wherever that thing which is becoming scarce, how to reduce its consumption, we do that, job is done. In the same way, regarding the petrol. Petrol ka first, below 2 kilometers, whether you have to go to office or shopping, start walking. Don't take your vehicle out. Good exercise will be done. Physiological functions will be well done. सी इमेजिन 2 किलोमीटर के अंदर हम गाड़ी चलाना रोक देते हैं तो कितने लाखों लाख पेट्रोल लीटर्स बच जाते हैं कि नहीं. एंड फॉर नॉट वॉकिंग दोस 2 किलोमीटर्स वी आर नॉट डूइंग अ बिग वर्क ऑफ मेडिटेशन एंड ऑल. फॉर यूजलेस फेलो की तरह यू सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ टीवी ओनली. गो एंड गेट योर थिंग्स. 2 किलोमीटर से ज्यादा है तो ही मैं गाड़ी निकालूंगा. 2 या 1 या 3 जो भी. आई एम गिविंग आइडिया. नो आइडिया इज फाइनल. यू वर्क आउट व्हाट्स पॉसिबल टू यू. हाउ मेनी थिंग्स हो जाते. सेकंड, आवारा घूमना, बस दोस्तों के यहाँ जाना बंद कर दो. इजंट इट. जितना कम किया उतना फायदा. इफ आई गो एवरी डे 1 week, हाउ मच पेट्रोल कंज्यूम. नो, मेक इट 3 days, तो 4 days का बच गया ना. बचत में ही सब कुछ. द एवरी ऑफ सच प्रॉब्लम कम ओनली टू मेक अस लेस कंज्यूमर. एंड इन आवर कंजम्पशन नेसेसरी इज ऑलवेज रिक्वायर्ड. Anything which is luxury and comfort and bhoga, which we made as necessary, to curtail that, Bhagavan sends these type of problems. Hmm. And the government can take up some measures that the pooling of the people travel of two-wheelers कम कर दो. So अब मिलकर जाना शुरू करो. How many lakhs and lakhs of autos and cars in India go only with one passenger? देन कार में 4 बैठ सकते, एक ही जा रहा है तो 3/4 इज स्पेंडिंग एक्स्ट्रा. अब 3 लोग और भी बिठा के जाए तो कितना फर्क पड़ता है कि नहीं. आइडियाज वी आर गिविंग वेयर एवर इट इज पॉसिबल. प्रैक्टिकल लेट इट बी डन. Isn't it? Let there be general bus transports be there in so many places so that the petrol consumption is reduced. In this way, unnecessary travel we reduce. And then pooling way when we go, then the petrol consumption reduces, then the problem can be avoided till everything becomes normal. Even after that also, when we are in that discipline, our country need not import so many things. इतना फॉरेक्स वगैरह बच जाता है कि नहीं बोलो. These are all have to be thought. One or two ideas I gave. You are more intelligent to think thousands of them at our individual level. What government will do, they will do. टोटल लेवल में वी कैन बी कोऑपरेटिव इन दिस वे. फर्स्ट इट हेल्प्स मी, इजंट इट. क्योंकि जब मेरे सर पे प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है मुझे अपने लेवल पे सॉल्यूशन देखना. व्हाट कैन आई डू प्रैक्टिकली. बी सीरियस एंड सिंसियर अबाउट इट. एंड व्हेन द थिंग्स बिकम नॉर्मल, ओके. फ्रॉम लास्ट 4-5 years everything going normal without any problem. So Bhagavan cannot be happy like that. So once in a while he sends these things. And nothing to be panicked. अब 3-4 दिन में युद्ध रुक जाएगा because they don't have weaponry हो गए. Everything again will become normal. In our own lifetime, how many such things we have seen? Isn't it? The coronas we saw, many other wars we saw, weather crisis we have seen, the floods we have seen, tsunamis, they come. They all keep coming, going. We have to be wise every time. So this common sense thought, which you know more than me, we just felt like bringing awareness because people are worried about problem rather than thinking about solution. And they become panic. अभी जल्दी और गैस बुक करो मंगा के रखो चार cylinder. They all are worried. Isn't it? If these measures, what we said, if all of them are adopted, your 1 month cylinder will come for 2 months. ऐसे आपके पास 2-3 है तो 6 महीना हो गया, 6 महीने में सब सेटल हो जाए. Isn't it? Be careful. And so many other things. सिम में चलाना तो सिम में लगाओ, मैक्सिमम नहीं. Same way, that which can be consumed without heating, you do like that. Excesses, if you can control, then everything falls into right place. Unwanted avoid, excesses controlled. Minimum required when we follow, we are never at problem. Throughout life, याद रखो किसी भी बात में. ओम 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 सहना भवतु. नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ओम भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्मोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदा आद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं पारायणमथ. प्रथमोऽध्यायः फ्रेंड्स 13, 14, 15, 16. 13. ओम वह्नेर्यथा योनिगतस्य मूर्तिः न दृश्यते नैव च लिङ्गनाशः स भूय एवेन्धनयोनिगृह्यः तद्वो भयं वै प्रणवेन देहे स्वदेहमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ध्याननिर्मतनाभ्यासात् देवं पश्येन्निगूढवत् तिलेषु तैलं दधनीव सर्पिः आपः स्रोतस्वरणीषु चाग्निः एवमात्मात्मनि गृह्यतेऽसौ सत्येनैनं तपसा योऽनुपश्यते सर्वव्यापिनमात्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवार्वितम् आत्मविद्या तपोमूलं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परं. Thus, first chapter chanting we have done. Tomorrow we'll start the two. ओम सतन्मयो हि अमृतो ईश संस्थः ज्ञः सर्वगो भुवनस्यास्य गोप्ता य ईशे अस्य जगतो नित्यमेव नान्यो हेतुर्विद्यते ईशनाय. So the idea is Parabrahma Paramatma alone is there. With his Maya Shakti everything is happening. When the direct Parabrahma Paramatma apprehension, understanding, acceptance is difficult in the beginning, take Lord Rama, Shiva, Krishna, etc. and call they are the Hetu for Srushti Sthitalaya Ityad. In that way, from the seen world to the non-seen Ishvara you reach to in your attention. And from him reach to the Parabrahma. And there the highest thing is at the Parabrahma level, nothing is happening. There were no samsara. Therefore, aim at identifying with that infinite Paramatma. है ना? Paramatma being infinite, and that infinite alone we are all wanting, that want is fulfilled. Paramatma being birth deathless, all of that only we wanting. Therefore, when we reach Paramatma, that comes to us. Paramatma being effortless, that is what we want. When we reach Paramatma, that we get. Paramatma being blissful, that's what we all want to be blissful, that we get. So whatever we are wanting, that is obtained by being the self. Therefore, aiming at that ultimately. Before that, intellectually understanding that it is his presence as Satachittu and it is his power of the Maya that everything is possible in the world. Therefore, never the mind intellect to be even a moment in the forgetfulness of that Paramatma. When you forget the Lord, then you give value, importance, weightage to the world. That's the beginning of samsara. That's the purpose of all this. So, anything we see, don't get lost in it. Anything we see, through that, see the one in whose presence they are happening. Start with the Saguna Sakara. Slowly go to the Nirguna Nirakara. Then, in him there is nothing happening. Yet, all infinitudes are there in him. So, let me identify with him. That's how our understanding slowly, with the help of the Upanishad and Bhashya, become spiritual oriented. In between few things, that Ishvara with all Shaktis, managing the world with the rules, regulations, principles. When we follow them, we are safe. That also you remember. And he has made the gravitational pull. You know, when you properly understand it and use it, you can even fly a flight of 70, 80, 100 tons. इतना मोटा तगड़ा विमान कैसे बिना गिरे जा रहा है? A stone you throw, it falls down. That flight was 16 hours non-stop with such a heavy weight. Cargo planes तो imagine ही नहीं कर सकते इतना weight. How they are flying? We are obliging or abiding by the rules of the gravitational pull. As well as for the flight to fly, what are the rules and regulations that the Lord has said? We have discovered and using them. This is one important principle. That Ishvara Shakti, like I sow the seeds, the plants will come. So use that principle. Isn't it? The water falls from the top to the down. Therefore, use it and create the hydroelectricity. समझ गए ना? ये सब ईश्वर लीला ही है. In this way, by following the world rules, be comfortable in the world. Little higher than the need was, then that is what? Becoming subtle in saying that I will live in minimum and pray to that Ishvara. Oh Lord, I am not having any excesses as desires demands. I just want to survive comfortably so that I can remember you. For that, what is required, you provide me. This is another technique by which the Lord will give you what you need, not what you want. This all we are talking about survival. Thereafter, we spiritually seen the worship the Lord, get from him what you desire, worship the Lord, go to his loka, worship the Lord, become Shuddha in Antakarana, with the Shuddha Antakarana, through the Guru and Upanishad Vidya, reach to Brahma Tattva. But attention should be on the presence of someone beyond. And that beyond has all powers to control all of us, and he punishes for wrong things done, he rewards for the right things done. This is what all Shastras. यहाँ वही बता रहे. लास्ट लाइन देखो स्पेशली या ईशे अस्य जगतः नित्यमेव. नित्यम सदा अस्य जगतः ईशे. He is the Ishvara of the Jagat all the time. You know, some of the long lasting batteries or anything may sometime fade away. There will be a gap in replacing it. But Paramatma becoming aware of the world and managing it. There is no stoppage, there is no discontinuity. Nityameva. Yaishe yasya jagatah nityameva. In that Ishana Shakti of him, Maya, he knows what to do at what time. Everything. It cannot be explained in words how the Lord plays the play, manages. As I told you, He sends the tsunamis, the earthquakes, the landslides to teach us lessons. Those who learn the lesson and practice, the earth will be beautiful and long lasting. Understood? When everybody become Bekuf and tries to destroy the world for selfishness, भगवान से तू कौन है destroy करने वाला मैं खुद ही करता हूँ. He will send the pralaya meghas and pralaya agni and pralaya surya. Everything will be dissolved. Wherein these jivas on this earth doesn't deserve it, let me close the dukan. He has Shakti for all of that. Become little subtler in the presence of Paramatma and his power in managing the world, tune to him. And what we seek? A safe, secured life so that we seek him the eternal. इन दोनों में कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होना, तीसरे चीज ऐड नहीं करना. I have to live life without any problem, sufferings, and that life I live only to know the truth. Be fixed in these two things. Not fixing in these two, fixing in anything else will disturb the balance of you and the world. We will be punished for it. मुझे जीने के लिए जो चाहिए बस वो दे दो भगवान, और वो जीना है आपको जानने के लिए वो दे दो. This is the wisest life. All the highly wise foreigners, Westerners are slowly coming towards this only. And you copy them as if you don't have your gurus and shastras to guide what to do. हम जो बातें कहते हैं आपको ये इंग्लिश में दूसरी जगह से सुने तब जाकर आपको समझ में आते हैं, सत्य लगते हैं. सीधी बात हम कहते हैं तो यू डोंट केयर our Indian sadhu sant rishi and their jnana, their margadarshana, we don't value. Some fellow who copies from our shastras and talks in English and it is appealing to us. Funny. Anyway, somehow become wise, that's the goal. Na anyaha hetur vidyate ishanaya is what? There is no other hetu other than the Ishvara who does the Ishana of the entire universe at the micro as well as the macro level. Isn't it? Every pain sent by the Lord, every disease sent by the Lord is He's managing our own intellect and our behavior. That is His Ishanatva. Everybody in the world scolding us is nothing but the Ishvara teaching us ki what you are doing is wrong. Anybody praising me, helping me in the world is nothing but the hint from the Lord to say that what you are doing is correct. Continue and improve upon it. ईश्वर का ईशना न अन्य हेतु विद्यते ईशनाय. This one will study with Bhashyam कि य ईशे ईष्टे अस्य जगतः नित्यमेव नियमेन न अन्य हेतु समर्थः विद्यते ईशनाय जगदीशनाय. Here hetu meaning word is given the meaning as samartha by the Lord. There is nobody as samartha as Ishvara to manage the entire world. Little higher thought then is what? Forget about being samartha. There is nobody actually other than. What he meant by samartha is what? Anybody who is managing in this world at the small little level, all of them are getting their energy power from that Ishvara only. Minus Ishvara, they are not capable of their own existence. Forget about what they are managing. So the sun is giving the heat and light for the entire three worlds. Such a big work he is doing. He is not samartha to do it independently if the Ishvara is not there in him. It is only for explanation's sake. At little higher level, the Ishvara alone is expressing at that point as the Surya Bhagavan. That Ishvara's Maya alone is expressing as heat and light required for the three worlds. Okay, if you acknowledge and accept the presence of various Adhisthana Devatas at that level, this meaning Samartha, nobody is Samartha than Ishvara to manage the entire show of the world. Each one will manage only one part. And that also empowered by that Ishvara. So by all these type of thinkings, clearing ourselves from of all doubts and questions, come to the clear understanding about the presence of the Ishvara and the infinite power of Ishvara, that He alone is doing the Ishana of the entire universe. It's a Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, and Sthitikala continuous management. A part of that is rewarding and punishing and liberating. For the punya, the rewards. For the papa, the punishments. For the sadhanas, the liberations. He is the one who is doing that. Call him by whatever the name you want. And he only time and again comes in the form of various avatars to do the needful. Those kathas should become a inspiration or means for us to understand his presence, accept his presence. These are all the intellectual apprehensions, understandings should happen as an inquiry on this sentence. यईशे अस्य जगतः नित्यमेव न अन्य हेतु विद्यते ईशनाय. ये दोनों बहुत पावरफुल एंड जरूरी कॉन्टेम्पलेशंस. Okay, do about it more and more. I'm not satisfied with the explanation, but still sometimes let me also remain dissatisfied. है ना, न अन्य हेतु विद्यते ईशनाय. है ना, that's the meaning of in all the writings of the Bhaktas as well as Shastras, like Aura Devata Chitta Nadarai Hanumata Sei Sarva Sukha Karai. How many places we have heard this? Okay. Now, one hint I have to give you here, make you wise, otherwise, you will continue to be otherwise in this topic. Aura Devata Chittana Dharai ka artha is not that other than Hanuman, don't worship Rama or Shiva or Krishna. No. Devata means they not these devatas. Devata means all the dummy human beings and other sources to whom we have given unwantedly excessive values like the devatas. Therefore, those stupid fellows whom we consider in our mind as devatas drop the value given to them and worship Hanumanji. That's the meaning. Like I have a friend. I depend on that stupid fellow so much that I feel like he's my devata. Whereas he has all his wretched habits and all the cunningness to cheat me. Aura Devata Chittanadarai means the meaning is drop that stupid fellow, hold on to Hanumanji. That's the meaning. Not the Rama and Krishna ko chodo. जिनको हमने देवता माना उनको छोड़ो कहा, not that सारे देवताओं को छोड़ो. Anywhere such topic comes, remember that. Worship Rama and not other devata means other beings who are less capable but who are valued by us as devatas, as if devatas. Wo chodo. That's the meaning of that. Not that if I am Rama Bhakta, then I should not become Krishna Bhakta and Shiva Bhakta, as if there are so many devatas. You have to understand from what standpoint the Mahatmas say that. Sometimes our Devata Chittanadaya Anuvase means here for developing that single pointedness. Because ultimately the result comes when we concentratedly, single pointedly do. So to avoid the distraction, we are told to focus on one. And the one who learned the art of concentration, every devata will worship, and from every devata, maximum he will get. And every devata, he knows there are not so many devatas, it is only one Shakti through all of them. That's why we in our classes, of all devatas, we teach you Gayatri mantras and everything. That's a little higher level of understanding, wherein I see all and I see the one beyond all. I have no doubt. I have no confusion at all in these. Anyway, so Nanya Etu Vidyate Ishanaya. Now tomorrow we will see this mantra. Yasmat saha eva samsara moksha sthiti bandha hetuhu tasmat tameva mumukshu sarvatmana sharanam prapadyeta gaccher iti pratipadaitu maha. Powerful, powerful, beautiful, direct knowledge in this Sambandha Bhashya. Very important knowledge. Then the mantra. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तं ह देवम् आत्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुः वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. मैं तो बाय हार्ट कर लिया इस श्लोक को, सिखाएंगे आपको भी. You learn it and through that develop the attitude of Sharanagati, then we will see our life is divinized by the divine grace. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परमऋषिभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. ओके. Come to study Gita.